Hey loves, today I want to discuss how many of us may be actually disqualifying or discrediting the successes you're having with your specific person just because they're not our absolute end goal. This thinking I have seen to be very toxic to everyone, and I can guarantee you, you're definitely having way more success with your specific person than you even realize if you can just allow yourself to accept all of that abundance in our reality. Now, what I mean is something I also talked about in the past on the channel is this all or nothing thinking. So, this idea that you could potentially receive something good, but because it is not the exact thing that you want, or everything doesn't go your way, that you actually begin to discredit the whole thing. I'll just really go into an example really quick so it makes sense for anyone who hasn't seen that video. So think of it in the way of if you and your specific person went on a date, right? And you guys had the most perfect date. It was the absolute best. You went to your favorite restaurant. You went to your favorite place. I don't know, mini golf. Maybe you go bowling. I don't know. You guys good at bowling. I'm not very good at bowling. The perfect date. And then at the end of the night, you ask your specific person, hey, because you have your heart's pumping, your heart's racing, you have flutters, butterflies in your stomach. You say, hey, when you get home to your specific person, when you get home, just text me and let me know you're safe. And let's say, so you're driving home, everything's perfect, right? In your mind, yes, you are imagining all the amazing things that are going to happen from here on out with your specific person. And you get home and you lay down in bed, you get ready, maybe brush your teeth, put your pajamas on, you get ready for bed, and you looking at your phone and there's no message. What does your mind begin to think, or what do you begin to do? You are instantly going to begin thinking, was something wrong, right? That's what we begin to actually prime our subconscious mind with. We go, what did I do? What happened? What is it? Do they hate me now? Do they not want to see me anymore? Did I mess up the date? Right? That's why do we automatically do that, right? And it's like, comment below if you guys have done this before, because I know I have. But this is exclusively or specifically something called automatic negative thoughts, and more specifically I almost restated the same thing, all or nothing thinking. So we are thinking that just because everything to the T did not go our way, the entire thing was a failure, right? That's the thinking, all or nothing. That's in the name. We either think we have it all or we have nothing. But this idea, and I'll kind of talk about how to kind of get around it, because just knowing that you can fall into all or nothing thinking and think about it while it's occurring, you can actually bring yourself out of it, because it's just a logical thought process. That's very easily as long as these negative thoughts cannot withstand the view of even your logical mind, because if you start kind of thinking about it, you're a being of love and positivity. And if you think, does them not texting you actually make the whole date horrible? You'd have to answer, honestly, no, it doesn't. You guys still shared this awesome time together. And just because they forgot to message back, maybe they fell asleep, maybe they literally fell asleep. Maybe they thought you were going to send them the message, or maybe they're all curled up with their phone thinking about the amazing date they had, and they were so calm and relaxed in your love that they just fell asleep, right? There's a million positive reasons for that outcome occurring. Or maybe they're just not even home yet. Maybe they stopped at the store to get you flowers for your next date. Like, we don't know, but we instantly assume that it's the negative. But this same thinking happens with positive things that happen in your reality all the time. So sometimes, in a lot of my coaching sessions, this happens, and I have to point out, you're getting a lot of successes. And I guarantee you, after this video, you guys are going to realize during the entire process, you realize you have so much more success with your specific person than you even realized. And it's going to make you think, obviously everything is going correctly. I should listen to Kyle. I'm going to have my specific person in no time. There's no worry. There's no need to worry about it at all. So think about how, if we are then, I'll give you an example of this. If we're manifesting for marriage, let's say, so we want to manifest marriage and kids, whatever, think of that perfect end state that you have. Now, many times this is perfect. We get into the state, we assume, we visualize, we affirm, we do all that amazing stuff that's going to make us feel as if we already have what we desire. So let's say your specific person sends you a text message. We can accidentally disqualify that because it really is a positive thing, but our mind might be thinking, well, it's not, they just said hi. They could have said, I love you. They could have said, let's get married. They could have said, be with me right now. But think about how that's all or nothing thinking. We got a positive outcome. We got our specific person to message you. That's perfect. That's amazing. That's awesome. That is the bridge of events leading you to your goal. Just because it's not that absolute end state instantaneously doesn't mean that you're a failure at all. And I would say you're the literal opposite of a failure. You're succeeding in that moment right now. Or any type of sign or any type of movement or any type of feeling internally that aligns you with the end, that's a success. And always, always, always celebrate your successes. Don't ever focus on a failure. I was actually just talking to someone a moment ago. I had a call, and I had this idea that you should always follow. Because throughout manifestation, I've always had the idea that you should always take credit for the positive and let go of the negatives, right? If you begin to focus on negative things you manifest, you're just giving them more life and more energy and attention when we don't even need to do that. When you focus on your successes, you get more successes. It helps reiterate that positive, that successful state, right? So if you get a text from your specific person, you can make those two different distinctions. Positive, it could be, yes, I just got this message. My SP is conforming. Everything's going perfect. I don't have to worry about anything. The second outcome can be, oh, they texted me, but it wasn't even that cool of a text message. I wish they had said this. I wish they had said that. We just turned a completely neutral positive outcome, because I would definitely say it's positive, into a negative one just by thinking it, just by making different assumptions on it instantaneously. I want you guys to act as a positive filter. So only allow the positive into your mind and then get rid of any of the negative. And this works in thoughts, in actions, in beliefs. When your specific person texts you, I don't even care what it is. Let's say, like, even think about this. If you're in, this is how you literally can create anything into a positive. Imagine you're in no contact with your specific person and they message you, I hate you. And you haven't talked to them for 10 years. A lot of us would be like, that's the worst thing ever, right? You don't want your specific person to message you that. But could you not create that into a positive and then allow that to get you into a positive state and switch that I hate you into an I love you? Because you could say, they're messaging me that, but they did break no contact. They had to think about you to message that, right? This is all positive things. And if you were manifesting that person and you got that, I wouldn't say it's negative at all. That would be a bridge of events. Your specific person has to get in contact with you for you to be married. You're not going to be married and not be talking. So any type of kind of breakage or movement in that aspect, always, always, always take as positive. And I know even a situation like that would maybe disrupt or kill the mood of any of us can be utilized in our benefit. And the funny thing is, when you start to act this way, try this out and you guys are going to see crazy results. Start to act this way. And people in my coaching sessions act this way and they get absolutely different responses from their specific person and from their reality. When you turn everything that you see into a positive, your reality is going to change overnight. There is literally no doubt about that, because you will see that, and this is something that may not be very obvious, but you guys are going to get it so easily. Manifestation is not linear. So if you got your specific person to text you in 2 months, it's not going to be 2 months for them to text you again and then 2 months to text you again, right? It's going to be like, maybe you got into the state and they texted you after 2 months. After a month, you may see your specific person reaching out to hang out with you. And then in a week, maybe they're trying to call you on the phone daily. And then in a day, they're asked, like, right? It's not consistent like that. And I found the thought process that manifestation is a consistent or linear. And if I waited 2 months for them to text me, I have to wait another 2 months. That actually induces a state or a feeling that you have to wait. But think of other things and other times in your reality when things just clicked. They changed overnight. It could be absolutely anything. You can, I guarantee you, think of example. It doesn't have to be a specific person, but things don't always happen in a very logical process. If your reality needs to give you something, it's going to do it in the quickest possible way, and kind of defy logic ever so slightly. Like it won't, and there'll always be a reason why the thing came into your reality overnight, but it's going to make it happen. And so you need to be thinking that it's possible. So don't disqualify yourselves. You guys are getting positive results from your specific person, whether it be in the forefront of your 3D reality or behind the scenes. I guarantee you that you are getting positive outcomes. We just may not be like programming ourselves to see it that way. If you guys had any questions on this video, leave it in the comment section below, or you guys can reach out to me at kyleaugustcoaching.com. Also check out my TikTok, Manifestation Man. But with that, give a thumbs up on this video if you liked it, but I'll see you guys next time.